is getting chased.
Yeah,
that's
look.
the thing. And
Go on, son.
live police chase
There
on
we
the
go.
Motor Addicts channel.
Look at that.
Fun, shall we?
Yeah, chasing it. Why, when the camera comes on, the flies and wasps just want to attack me?
It's like it, isn't they?
I know, exactly. And welcome back, everyone. You know who I am. My name's Owen. I'm one of the Motor Addicts trio. Nick is behind camera. Stu's at work today because he's going to Le Mans. We're here today with a Ford Focus diesel. Only it's not, is it, Nick?
No.
No.
Well, kinda.
Well, it kind of is and it kind of isn't. This actually was built by people's hands and by young people's hands from a school. We're going to get into a bit more information about that, but this was a diesel. It started off life as a diesel and it's now a 330 horsepower Focus ST powered car. So have a look at this. There's a big spec on this. I think you're going to love it. Tell me whenever. Anyway, no noise interruptions, that's good. So basically, Aid and his team's a fair word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aid helps with an academy to educate kids who, you know, have come from all different backgrounds, I presume.
They struggle to get on at school.
Exactly, but this gives them a focus. Haha, see what I did there? This gives them something to focus on that's not only educational, but it's helping them do something that's fun at the same time, isn't it? 13 to 15, I think you said?
Normally, yeah, there's a few exceptions, but normally it's 13, years 10 and 11 at school.
Was this an idea of yours and you thought they would love this, or were they into that sort of stuff anyway?
Well, obviously we try and keep things fun at the academy, we try and keep their engagement going.
Yeah.
So when my mate Justin donated me the car, I have these visions.
Yeah.
You know, and
it's good to have
the
it.
vision was born.
Do you know, kids need that as well at
Yeah.
the same time, don't they? They need someone to lead that and to do something that's fun and it's a tangible product. Once it's done, they can say, I did that. I had some
The thing is
involvement.
as well, they were building cars that looked like this on their Forza console games in
Yeah.
GTA with the tuner like add-on and all that.
Yeah.
So they're building these cars that look like this. I'm just allowing them to see that they can, if they put their mind to it, make it a reality.
Yeah, that's fantastic, mate. Like, let's not, I mean, I'm not joking here. To convert a car from diesel to petrol is an enormous task, like a huge task. It's basically taking it back to the bare shell in some respects.
We've reshelled it basically, yeah.
Oh, that's an enormous task. So hats off to you for doing that, mate. That's an honourable thing. Do you want to just give us a quick run through of like the front to the back with bullet points? Pop the hood. I mean, let's see what's going on in here. It's not a French diesel engine, which is commonly in here.
That's it. That was the TU engine.
That's it. Yeah. So now we've got a Focus ST engine, which isn't standard.
Swedish, isn't it? Volvo.
Volvo. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. So what we got going on here?
Right. Obviously, it's a 2.5 5-cylinder ST engine. We bought a donor car, stripped this to a body shell, and then rebuilt it up with absolutely everything ST, apart from like some of the seats and all that. The engine's had the block mod done. That was done when I bought it anyway. Yeah. Since then, when we put it in, we've got a Dream Science iMap handset, and it's mapped. Obviously, we've got the AirTech plenum. We've got a set of RS injectors in it as well. Whiz Beach crossover pipe, pro hose, like silicon hoses everywhere. Pro ran air filter.
It is so tidy.
With the map on paper, I haven't had it rolling roaded yet because it was too low to go on the one I went to. It should be about 330 brake horse. Yeah. So from 90 brake horse, this time last year it was 90 brake horsepower.
That's mental, isn't it? Just like the fact it's over three times the power that it was. I mean, you've mentioned some names there. You mentioned AirTech. We picked up the Datsun the other week from Simon, who works at AirTech, and Alan there. Yeah. We met Alan, and he was a nice guy, but he's awesome. He's had a different involvement here, isn't he?
He has helped out massively with the project, in one way or another.
And their work, let's face it, is very nice. Yeah. So the block, I don't want to talk too technically, but the block mod, just run me through what that is, because I know it's a common thing on STs.
Yeah. Since Ford took the engine off from Volvo and then done some things on it, it seems like because they're wet liners, the liners are gone a bit weak.
Yeah, okay.
And they crack. So basically what a block mod is a really thin shim that just goes down between all the liners to stop them overling.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is.
Right. It doesn't sound like a quick job, but
no, you've got to take the head off to do it.
And there we go.
So,
well, I didn't know that, and I know everyone talks about it. I don't know it. So it's got an aftermarket intake, aftermarket inlet manifold. What's this bit here? That's just sort of for the ECU, is it?
Yeah, on the standard air filter, you have the air filter box here, and the ECU is actually incorporated in the air filter box.
Okay.
So when you put induction kit of any form on, you have to have an ECU relocator. The RSs have a plastic one there, but obviously ram air do the kit. And like that. Also the exhaust, we've got a 3-inch downpipe on it, 3-inch sports cat. That bolts up to a 3-inch Miltech stainless steel ultimate system. Nice. And then we custom built the tailpipe.
Nice. I saw it as a DTM style tailpipe.
Yeah,
straight back to the 90s. I love it. I did like that. Yeah.
Well, it's a 1980s livery.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
RS500.
Which was on the Sierra Cosworth, wasn't it? Yeah. Stock front bumper.
Yes.
Which we had a quick chat about. So you had the option to put a Focus ST bumper on, but actually you decided against that?
I wanted to make it a bit more unique and something for the guys and girls at work to get involved with. So I didn't want to build an ST copy. No. I didn't want people to see it and say, oh, that's an ST replica. So yeah, we've modified the front and rear bumpers. That's another reason why I've got the single side exit exhaust.
Because they would have had a twin tailpipe.
It would have done, but again, I didn't want it to be an ST copy.
No, hats off to you.
So yeah, that's a standard bumper, but we've cut all the grills, the plastic grills out, and we've meshed them. We've got the extra holes for the vents that do actually vent. And then the splitter at the moment is actually an advertising board that we made in-house.
So that isn't a part for a car?
No, that's, if you look, there's a geezer underneath like this.
No way!
But it's a bit low.
I didn't know that. That's really tidy.
Yeah, we made that in-house.
By the way, I have to say, the white writing on the tyres, tyre stickers, that is my jam. I want to do it to the Porsche, and I absolutely think they look wicked on the right car. On this, they suit it down to the ground.
That's the second set I've had on there. The first set just come off.
Yeah.
It'll look good.
It looks fantastic. Big brakes on there as well.
Standard ST brakes on there at the moment, which are obviously a massive upgrade.
Yeah.
But I've got a set of full pot Brembos with RS discs waiting to go on over winter, because we're going to give it a refresh, maybe a little bit of a different look, but not massively over winter, just to keep the project forever evolving.
That's it, and it gives them something to do, and it's something to focus on. Like there's a plan
there'll be no shows in the winter, so the car won't be coming out much, so that'll be back in up on the ramp.
Do you want to just show us what's going on inside? Certainly. What's going on inside?
We've got a pair of Corvo bucket recliners that one of our company directors donated to me. Bless him. Thank you, Bill.
There we go.
The donor car we got was a pre-facelift, which involved a few more issues than what it would have done if it was a facelift ST.
Okay, right.
So the dashboard is different, but that's the pre-facelift dashboard. The wiring, because obviously we've had to swap the loom.
The wiring, I mean, that's just something I didn't even consider. That the wiring is an enormous task.
Every single wire in the car has been changed.
Jesus.
Like I've had videos on my YouTube, really bad ones, just like 1 minute, 2 minute updates last year when we were doing this conversion. And there's a video, and there is not one single nut, bolt or screw inside the car. On the interior.
So this was an empty shell?
Yes.
Can you, I mean, when you get a sec, have a look at some of the cutaways, because this is like, it's a massive, massive project to do. Roll cage as well, I noticed that, that's pretty neat.
Last year we had the back half of the roll cage in. My mate let me have that, bless him, thank you Darren. But I always want a full cage. So I got some metal from Jones and Wymark, who their name's on the side skirts. They've been very helpful, donated me a lot of metal for it as well. We got the solid tube, and then we bought a pipe bender, and we
you made the cage?
The front half, we made.
Oh right, I presume because it's what they call a dash dodger.
Not only a dash dodger, if you look, where it goes through here, it's also a door dodger.
See, I didn't know that. Yeah, because it's got an angle to it.
It's got to go between the armrest and there. So
fair play, mate.
Dash and door dodger.
So that is that's a big task in itself. I like that, and I'm even more impressed that it was made. You didn't buy it off the shelf. Aftermarket steering wheel. Apart from that, you got some extra switch gear in there for various stuff, I expect. I did not look in the back through the window. I didn't see any rear seats.
No, because like a lot of people ask if I'm taking it on track. I might do a little bit of track time with it, just to say that we have, you know, the car's been on track. But I was trying to build like an all-round sort of like show car. I mean, it's even got underglow on it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Throwback to the 90s.
so many people have contributed towards this project,
Yeah,
and
it wouldn't be where it is without the help of a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot to go through, but we're going to put links in the description below for all the people that have helped out with this project, because it's a massive task, and I think it's so good that everyone's had equal involvement in getting it to where it is.
I'm forever grateful to every single one of them.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. So, the one thing we got to mention is the enormous spoiler on the back, and that was that an off-the-shelf item?
Sort of.
Okay.
Originally, MGC Modifications, Matt Coates, he was a friend of mine, put me onto him, and I spoke to him, and he did a wing for the Mark II Focus, which, yeah, I liked it, so I bought the wing. We fitted it and that, and then I saw he'd done what's called the swan neck mount.
I like that, yeah,
Because normally, on the other wing, it fitted from underneath.
Yeah, yeah.
And I saw that Matt was making the swan neck mount for like Renault Clios. And that. And I spoke to him and I said, do you do a swan neck for the Mark II Focus? And he said, no. So I said, can you?
Can you? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he's like, yeah. So at the time, last year, I was the first one to have the swan neck Mark II Focus. I know he's made a few more now, but I was the first one to have that style of wing. And I love it.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. It suits the rest of the car, doesn't it?
I've gone for the touring car look.
Yeah, exactly that.
It's that.
I suppose I noticed the mud flap. I mean, there's so many bits on it. It's just, there's a lot of work has gone into it.
There is not one thing on that car that we haven't modified or changed.
Right.
Even the headlining, because we had to take headlining out because of the interior light wires and all that.
Jeez.
Absolutely everything. Every wire.
That is like months and months of work. I was thinking the rest. The next thing to do is just go for a drive, isn't it? Should we go and drive a 330 horsepower Focus? I want to hear that 5-cylinder.
It won't be the quickest thing on your channel, but it's probably one of the best
noise.
stories.
Yeah, exactly. They make a nice noise and they go all right. So let's go for a little drive, shall we? Welcome back. We're in the 330 horsepower Focus ST. It's not Focus ST.
No,
it's Focus Diesel.
TDCI.
TDCI that isn't. We're going to go for a quick drive, see what it's all about. So the tune on it, is it Dream Science?
Yeah, run by Dream Science
All the pops and bangs are all part of that.
Yeah.
It's a neat little trick, isn't it? Because you just plug it in, I think, don't you?
Yeah, plug it in the OBD port and plug it in the OBD port and just flash map it basically.
Plug and play, done.
Yeah, 10 minutes to upload the map.
Really?
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, I haven't had a car that's been that easy to tune. What does that cost if you was to buy one?
The iMap that I've got two. Got one on a special deal, 375 quid.
Oh, okay.
So it's not too.
It's about the cost of a remap, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But the good thing about the iMaps is you can change between any map as many times as you want.
Yeah.
And if you're modifying your car, there's maps for certain modifications going up in steps.
Okay.
So like when you add your intercooler, you can go up to the next map and things like that.
I suppose one of the interesting questions for me, because it's such a huge project, what hurdles, what were the things you thought, oh, and it was a problem?
There wasn't.
Really?
Nah, there wasn't really. I mean, like I say, where I work is lucky. I'm lucky with where I work, what we do.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He's...
Oh, here we go. He's going to be chased.
Yeah, he's getting chased.
Yeah,
that's the thing. And
go on, son.
Live police chase on the Motor Addicts channel.
Look at that. Yeah, chasing. Thing is, if you were going to use a getaway car, would an Audi A3 diesel be your choice? I don't think so.
And a mirror hanging off it as well.
Yeah, dark this one. Better than you suggested. I'm quite surprised actually.
Yeah.
It puts the power down really well. I was expecting all that power to be spinning the inside tyre. Like
he's on 888Rs, but
yeah, true.
They do still light up. They do still light up.
Goes alright.
No, take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Where I work, Rally Sport Engineering Academy, we do a great job.
Yeah.
You know, they do a great job. We give these guys and girls a second chance or a chance, and you know, sometimes the system isn't quite suited for them.
Yeah.
You know, but they come to us, we try and help them, we try and help every single one of them.
And it's such a massive, like, you must find a great sense of pride in being able to...
I am honestly so proud of all the students that have worked on this car. It's unbelievable. Like 10 months ago, it was a body shell.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I mean a body shell. There was not a single nut.
And they've all had their involvement one way or another.
Yeah, I mean, when we had all stripped out, we were running the wiring loom through front to back.
I mean, that's a task in itself. That makes me heave, the work, because I think, oh God, do I have to do that? And then it's given them something to concentrate on.
We actually ran some extra wires front to back.
Yeah.
Forward thinking, like in the future, if we want to add something else in the back, the wires are already there. We haven't got to dig all the carpets up, you know.
So you guys that have worked on this car, you've done a fantastic job. Testament to that. I think you guys have done a fantastic job on this, and as well as you, Aid. I mean, it's just to take for one person to do this would take forever. But you said it was up and running. The engine swap side of things was up and running in 3 or 4 months.
Less half that. We started stripping this one down. We got the donor car in the middle of show season last year, and we started stripping this one down at the end of show season, which was the end of October.
Yeah.
The engine was in this and running by Christmas. You know, so that's less than 2 months, the engine in and running.
That is incredible. It would be impressive if it started off as a petrol one anyway, but it wasn't even a petrol car. Like, you had to, I mean, fuel line, wiring loom, fuel lines, engine mount. Are there any fundamental differences in the shell itself?
No,
there isn't. So that was something in your favour.
It's just a bolt in, bolt on, bolt out swap. Really.
Yeah. You're simplifying that.
If you're methodical, like when the students were stripping the donor car down, we were labelling every multi-plug, every wire that come off, like headlight, near side headlight, near side indicator, everything like that. So it was just a case of when we were putting it back together, there was no issues. You know? It encourages them, teaches them the right way to like do things.
Forward thinking as well, isn't it? Yeah.
But even to things that get overlooked, we've changed, like the key lock in the driver's door. Yeah. We've changed that to the ST one, so we've only got one key.
Okay.
Because we had to change the ignition barrel, because obviously the immobiliser chip and all that is communicates with the ECU.
Correct.
So we had to change all that anyway. But so then we haven't got 2 keys. We changed the door lock barrel as well.
I see. Right. So you've just
the little things. These are the little things. Yeah.
I can't believe we witnessed a car chase while we're out. That's bad, isn't it?
At least he went after me.
No, exactly.
No, better.
And it does, I mean, it's ticking a lot of boxes. It's and you found it's been reliable. It's worked fine for you.
Like I say, the first big show of the year we went to was down at Bewley, Southampton.
Love Bewley, yeah.
And it's like 350-mile trip, round trip.
They sound good, man. Can't beat that.
The Bewley was a 350-mile round trip, and the car didn't miss a beat.
Yeah,
you know,
perfect.
It's no engine warning light for any reason, no overheating, nothing. It was faultless.
It sounds awesome, I have to say.
It's sitting about 330 brake horse.
Yeah, it feels about that, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'd like to chase 400 with it. You know, obviously it's a hot day as well, so that don't.
So the 400 horse would be hybrid turbo.
Hybrid turbo, and I'd like to run MEF water injection as well, and limited slip diff, because it just does a one-wheel peel all the time.
It does fight with it. You can feel
that. Second gear.
Yeah.
And like I say, so far I just can't fault it. And like you said, I am just so proud of every student that's ever worked on it.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic
And they
job.
should be proud of themselves.
Well, that's the thing. And the thing is, what I hope is that, because fixing cars isn't going to be like the way that it is for what they've done and for what I do now. and I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
I love doing it. Even though I run the desk sometimes, and I go in the workshop, I still love a car coming in broken and then it worked again after.
Yeah,
It's such satisfaction.
It's the end result.
It really is.
We've got cars at the academy that they learn on, you know, but then it's like, well, take our suspension strut off, we'll look at it, we'll examine it, we'll put it back on.
Yeah.
Some of them, obviously, you know, some of the students we have have ADHD and that.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
things
yeah.
like that can be a little bit boring for them.
Yeah, yeah.
Hence, again, with this, because they're seeing an end product, you know, it's like, right, we're going to take the brakeless off out of date and we're fitting this upgrade. We're taking the struts off of this and we're putting coilovers on.
Because let's face it, it is an interesting thing, isn't it? It's an interesting concept. It's not like just fixing something because it's broken. You're actually seeing a difference after it's done. Yeah. I've always found it quite what's the word? Not medicinal. It's got therapeutic.
Yeah, it can
you
be.
know, fixing a car.
Yeah.
There's something about it that's like.
As long as you ain't got a customer screaming down your neck, where's my car?
Even then, do you know what I will say? Even then, I still really enjoy it, and I think if they've enjoyed it, then it's done its job.
Well, yeah.
You know. So there you have it, ladies and gents. That is what a 330 horsepower TDCi Focus can go like. Thank you so much to ADD to come down and give us
Thank you
the
guys
time.
for giving us the time.
Thank you so much to the students as well, because we wouldn't have anything to present otherwise. They've given us
they've
that
done well.
today. It's fantastic. Is there anyone you want to mention?
If we have got a website and it's got a list of contributors on the website, it's theprojectd.co.uk. On there's a load more pictures of it, of when it was being built, and like I say, a list of contributors and thanks. And there's a lot of other stuff.
So if you, that's it. If you want to see a bit more of the history of the car and see how it was put together, how they converted from a diesel to a petrol and did all this work, go on the website, which he's just mentioned there. If you like what you saw today, we're trying to capture everything. So like, share, subscribe, hit the bell where you can. We'll see you next time.
I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. Oh, I can't let them take my soul. Nah, 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 no. See, we was cool right before it hit your fist, but it hit the fan when I got